Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Welcome back. We're going to talk about your intuition today. And many believe that we all have intuition. Some of us have a stronger ability to connect potentially with the other side, see things, provide insight. What if you feel that you do, but you're not really sure what to do with it or what level you have, or just you wonder, am I crazy that I think these things? I got things going on in my mind. We're going to talk about that today. And she's somebody that does have that ability. She's also somebody who provides energy healing through Reiki. I can tell you firsthand, the first time we got together, she shared something with me about a loved one that passed, and it was spot on. So I'm not concerned about her ability. She already knows she has it, and so do I. But for the rest of us, let's talk about that. Ms. Q joins us on the program. How are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Good, good. I'm really gratified that we're talking about this today
Absolutely.
because, for many of us, we might think we have something, or others say, people say to me, you're intuitive. Do you realize you're intuitive? I'm like, yeah, I guess. I don't know, whatever. Um, I kind of sit with it. I wonder about it, and I believe a lot of us think that we might have certain gifts and higher levels than maybe others, and not really sure what to do with it. So I'm thinking, let's go to the beginning, the basics here. How do you know that you have something? Like if you're questioning it, how do you really make that decision?
Well, there's actually signs, okay? So first of all, I'm gonna tell you the telltale sign. People stop you no matter where you go and tell you all their business. You don't know them. They just come out of nowhere. They're probably just saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe I told somebody all my business." That's one. That was always a telltale sign. Two, animals. Animals flock to you a lot. They come around you. I don't care if it could be the angriest animal. There's something about us that animals just flock to. And three, you have this ear ringing. Now, a lot of mediums know what I'm talking about. And for those of you who don't, who went to the doctor for ear ringing and nothing is working, like you done took medicine and nothing's stopping it, chances are that's spirit talking to you. And you just have to
Oh,
sit and tap into it.
um, the animal thing, that's me.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I've said in the last couple of years, I've got some new cats. Um, I have the ability to pick the right animals.
Yeah,
I don't even doubt it for a second. And
not
it's
at all.
it's almost normal in my world, but
Absolutely.
I've never had an issue like people say, you adopted a cat. I rescued them, but I don't know, they hide all the time. I don't have that
Correct.
problem. I got to push them away.
Uh-huh.
I walk in, I got a cat that jumps up on the counter and he's like hissing me. He's like, give me more, give me more. I'm not, he nuzzles me. And then I got adopted another one. He's about 2.5 years old. I got another one right after I got him. And that one has come around now where, he was a little standoffish in the beginning, but I felt it was in there, that we're connecting. Now it's a mush. I kissed him before I left this morning. I kissed him on his head. Like, all right, have a good day. I'll see you guys later.
Uh-huh.
Um,
And
and
you
and
can
my
feel
dog,
that,
same thing.
can't you? You can feel them knowing that you're leaving. Like they telepathically talk to you.
Yeah,
Mine's with dogs. I don't care what stray dog people run. I don't. They come right to me. Sit down.
yeah.
Like it's amazing what happens. But um, I have a program, it's a retreat that you can actually come and I help you. But before you do that, before you waste your time, there's some things that I do. We have some questioning, we do some testing just to see where you are intuitively, right? Because everybody's not meant to use it for to help people. Maybe you use it to help you, but it's just a tad bit. However, the creator gave that to us for our protection. You ever go down the street and you just like, not today. This ain't it. We all have that. Now, some of us don't like, it's okay. And they go down and then they go later. I said it. I said that this was going to happen, and I didn't listen, and it happened. Or sometimes we'll be in the house and we can't find our keys to a car, and now you're late for work. You don't know why, but that's spirit stopping you from an accident. Sometimes you have to sit. And every time I can't find my keys, when I used to be frantic. Now I just sit down because every time later on I found out that there was a car accident at the same time I would have been on the road. So little things like that. Now, mediumship, it just gets stronger. The older you get, the stronger you get. And the more you tap into it, meditate, practice it, it just comes and flows naturally. Like you said, the animals just flock to you naturally. And that's something that maybe you should sit with and see what's going on. Because I'm very sure you called out a couple of things and it happened, and you're like, that was a wild guess. No, it's not. Everybody can't do that. Everybody can't
Hmm.
do predictions or, prophets, or that's not in everybody. There is something that's in everybody, which is intuition. But when you start prophesizing, when you start seeing spirits, that's a whole different level. I give
Hmm.
you an example. I used to work at a psych office years ago as the manager. And I literally had a lady who was she was off her meds and she just went bananas. I sat there and talked to her. All the doctor was like, you don't got to talk to her. It took me 2 minutes to calm that lady down when they were out there with needles and they was gonna, it was just 2 minutes. And that's all it took. And just for me to let her know that I know what she knows, that I see what she sees. And after that, she was okay. Now, some of them are unfortunately are too far gone. Some people see spirits and unfortunately they can't take it. And then it just breaks you mentally. Unfortunately, I've seen that a lot. But if you are out there and you know that something different about you, you can walk in the room and you can feel that energy. You can walk in a room and go, that person is not nice, or this is a good person, or they had a fight today. If those things come in your head when you know they're not your thoughts, you don't know this person. Why are you thinking about what this person got going on today? That is something you definitely want to check in with me, and you definitely can email me. We will test, we will talk, and see if you are able to join my light workers event
Wow.
and to help you tap into it.
How do you, okay, let's go with you saw a person right
Hmm.
away. Radar, something's up.
Hmm.
How do you get out of your head? Like, for example, we can judge people. Let's say somebody's wearing certain type of clothing or whatever it might be, and you might judge them initially from that. How do you disconnect any of that other stuff and just ride with the feeling inside?
Hmm. Okay, that's a good question. Naturally, you got to stay still. You got to be quiet. Even if you're in a room full of people, if you shut up a minute, stop thinking, just understand what you're seeing, understand what you're feeling, and then it will lead you. If you really have the gift, I promise you, not only will you feel that this person is something wrong, you will actually see events. You will feel it. It wasn't your events. You'll get that chill. It's a feeling that you get that is unmistakable through spirit, because you either get a chill, your ears start ringing, that's like the danger
Mm,
sign. They're trying to talk to you. It's so many things that happens, and you be like, okay, this ain't me. But you
mm.
gotta be quiet. If you don't be quiet, it's not gonna work.
Should you ask for the answer in your mind or verbally, whatever it might be?
Absolutely. Absolutely. If I go somewhere and I see somebody, I automatically say, Spirit, what's wrong? Like, what is it that you need me to know? Like, what am I getting at? Like, I literally close my eyes for a second and go, hmm, something ain't right. And then I just sit there and I go, okay, this person is having a bad day. this person had a fight today. It's little things that you just can't explain,
How do you,
and you
how do
know
you,
it.
let's say you have to make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
You got choice A, choice B,
Mm-hmm.
and you try and you think about it. You try to get the feeling between choice A and choice B. What's this one feel like? What's that one feel like? But and it's so normal, but your head is like bing, 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 bouncing back and forth inside, like, rah, rah, rah. And then you're really being intentional. You're thinking about, all right, there's choice A, what do I got? There's choice B, what do I got? Try to
Mm-hmm.
take all the stuff away from it, but you're still, it's still bouncing in your head. How do you
That
pinpoint what the right answer is?
again, being quiet. Even if you have it, you know it. Perfect example. If you feel in between two answers, the right answer, you're going to be more gravitating to. The problem with people is they second guess themselves.
Oh yeah.
You know what? No, I'm losing it. You know what? That's not it. Maybe they just that way, and then we leave it alone. But if you are gravitating to one answer more than the other, that's it. That's the answer. Even if it hurts, even if you feel like you're wrong, I always tell people never
Mm.
ever doubt the intuition because it could possibly save your life.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's you just said it. You said it, Q.
Yeah.
You're afraid to be wrong,
Mhm.
and you're hearing that choice A seems like it's going to be the right answer, but I'm not sure, but I don't want to be wrong. So
Right.
my initial thought was it's probably the right answer. So it probably is for a couple of
Absolutely.
reasons. I'm going to go there, but doesn't mean it's the right answer.
Right. Well, most of the time, again, if you're gravitating to that answer more
Yeah.
than not, if it's staying to you, you're right. I guarantee you're right.
I'm
100.
not. I got you. I'm
Mhm.
not saying I'm not. I'm not talking about that feeling. I'm talking about the logic. Let's say
Of
let's
course.
say there's some history behind choice A.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's the right answer, but
Right.
but
Absolutely.
you know more. How about this? You know more about choice A than you know about choice
Okay.
B.
Okay.
But that
That
doesn't mean that choice A is the right answer. It just means that on your intuition scale, it's tipping over there because you got more to go with than choice B. But choice B, that could be the golden answer right over there.
well, again, I'm gonna tell you a difference. Even if you have more information, say you know this person,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And you know all about them, but something is nagging you over here.
Yep.
Like again, you got to sit still, pay attention to it. Really be like, okay, I know them. I know they wouldn't do that, but why is this bothering me? That's
Yes.
what you need to ask. Like, why is this situation keep popping up in my head? Because spirit won't let you forget it. Even if it's weeks later, it will come back in your head again, like, maybe I should do that. They push you to the right answer. You just have to stay still and listen.
Should you ask? All right, universe, spirit, please reveal the right answer between A and B. Which one is it?
Yes. I do it all the time. And
Okay.
I be specific. I tell everybody, be specific, because you can say these things and then you don't really tell them what you want. So say A, this is the answer, but B is the answer. Which one of these is the correct answer? But you need to say what you feel the answer is. Like, is it A,
Yeah.
B? But
And
say,
and why? I
right,
believe everything is a why. So why do I need to know the answer? Well, between choice A and B, the outcome I'm looking for is this and this and this and this.
absolutely.
Which of the choices, A or B, is going to deliver my why? Which is it going to be? Instead of just saying, thank you for this, instead of just saying, show me the answer. All right, well, that's relative.
Right.
Why do you want to know the answer? Why do you want to
Exactly.
know the answer?
Because honestly, sometimes if you don't need to know, if it's not for your best and highest good, spirit ain't gonna ask you. It's not that you're not connected, it's just that they don't feel like you need to know that because they know better than you. So if you know a person and you like this dirt might be real, spirit might be telling you it's none of your business. Don't worry about that. Like,
Yeah.
is that person still your friend? Then leave it alone. And then
Right.
that's it. But if it's something detrimental that you need to know for whether you go to work or should I pick this job or this job, the right answer is going to be shown to you. I
But,
promise you.
and I don't doubt that for a second, but I also believe it's because of your why. I got a job. I got a job offer. It's A or it's B. I can't decide. I don't really know. Salaries are about the same. Let's go there.
Right.
Why? What are you looking for in this job? And that could
Absolutely.
be, I'm looking for people I align with. I'm looking for people who appreciate me. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that. I'm looking for this. Which one is it? A or B? Instead of just saying, what's the best job for me?
Exactly.
Be
Exactly.
specific.
Be specific. You got to tell them what you want. Hey, I want a work-life balance. Which job is going to afford me to still make money and still be with my family? I promise you, 9 out of 10, it won't be long before it'll just pop in your head like this job.
Yeah. Um, and you may not know, again, back on this, and we're going to talk about how to hook up with the retreat in a second.
Mhm.
Between choice A and choice B, you may not know what's in the future, but you may ask those questions, work life balance, right? And B is coming up. B is like coming, well, like, wow, I'm feeling B. You may say, I'm going to take job B. And a week later, they turn around and say, yeah, you know what? If you guys want, you can work a hybrid here. You only have to show up 2 days out of the week. We care about family. We want you. You don't know what's going to happen. That could
Right.
be it.
Yeah.
But universe knew.
That's right. That's right. That's why they will never steer you wrong. And if you have the gift, they'll never steer you wrong. They will always steer you in the right. I tell everybody I know, if you got that strong feeling towards one thing than the other, that strong feeling is your knowing. You can call it what you want, but that's spirit talking to you. We all have the divine being in us, just that some are more in tune than others. And if you are feeling that way, if more than not, more right than wrong you are, then you might want to seek and see if definitely you have the gift.
This retreat you talk about, is it light workout
It's
retreat?
light workers.
Workers, thank you.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
tell us about that.
So, Light Workers Retreat is for people who have the gift, who don't know how to hone into it, or if they were like me, scared of it at one point, or scared of what people think about them because they are different. So they keep things to themselves. And it's starting to bother you, though, because,
Mm,
when you are given this gift, somehow, some way you are supposed to use it. I know somebody who's a therapist and has the gift. Nobody knows, but she uses it in a way to help her with some difficult clients.
yeah.
And she's a therapist. She done went to school and everything, but she has the gift. She has the gift of knowing how to help people. She knows what to say. So she taps into that gift. That's a beautiful thing. Everybody don't
Hmm.
know how to do that, unfortunately. Some people, it scares them.
That's a great point.
Yeah,
That if we have these gifts, um, how we can use it for the greater good. You could be a nurse.
that's right.
You could be a doctor.
That's
Somebody
right.
writes, new patient walks in, they're about to describe something, you're already getting something. And you
Mhm,
you start asking those questions
mhm.
because you got something. You could be an attorney and
Yeah.
you're feeling the whole situation and your gut is telling you, you can't do this, you should do that. Um, how do we do this retreat?
Okay, what you do is you should go to my website, which is www.intuitivewisdom.com, which is intuitive with a Q. And you're going to go to the workshops in the metaphysical page, and you can actually fill out an application and we'll meet and talk. So this way, I won't waste your time. You won't feel like and we can actually find out exactly what it is you have. And if you really want to explore more, you come to my retreat, and there's a lot of things that I do: breath work, meditation, helping you see what you see, like my grandmother used to do. Like she used to
Hmm.
say, just tell me what you see. And you'd be surprised how many people, because of my energy, I can pull it out of them. They might not even know they had this gift. But when you with me, because that's what the creator sent me here to do, to help people get out of their own way, to help people use that gift and attunement the way to you be surprised. You said a lawyer. I have a friend that I grew up with that's a lawyer, and that's exactly how he used it. He doesn't stop chasing a lot of clients because of, like, you know what, I shouldn't take that client lying, and it's helped him in his career. I know a doctor, the same thing.
Wow.
So somebody comes in, they be like, yeah, this is not going to be good. They know,
I
they
know.
see it. And they have that energy. So, but a lot of people, some people are scared of it, really, like deathly afraid of it. So I'm here to help you not be afraid of it. And even if you don't want to take it anywhere, at least peace of mind is a wonderful thing. Then you're not crazy, at
Yeah.
least. And that's
Yeah.
price.
And so it's an in-person retreat?
It is an in-person retreat. You
Hmm.
come, you stay for 4 days with me. And we do all these good things. We eat healthy to purify your body, purify your mind and your spirit. And we do juicing, and we just talk and really connect. I teach you how to connect. And it's a peaceful weekend. There's not one person that didn't leave there feeling different.
Wow. Wow. Um, let's say you can't travel. You're in Charlotte, right? North Carolina.
Yes. Hmm.
If somebody has travel issues or whatever it is, can there be, call it a virtual version of your retreat? Can that be done?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just the thing is, it's more strict because now we're gonna have to do video, and I have to see you healthy. I need to make sure that you're doing this. And I'll leave you alone so you can go to sleep. But you have to adhere to the schedule.
Yep.
7 o'clock we pray, 8 o'clock we meditate. It's a difference. 9 o'clock we talk to spirit, we connect. 10 o'clock we eat a healthy breakfast or juice, and whatever it is, that schedule's a little more stricter, and to me you just don't get the full experience. I have done it, and the person she was awesome, she loved it, but I really like the in person because you get to see hands on what are you capable of, and
Hmm.
being able to do that in person when you've been thinking that maybe I'm a little crazy, is priceless. It's
Wow.
priceless.
I truly love the fact that you offer this, even to be a resource for somebody to
Absolutely.
reach out to you. Um, but also you harness the power of energy
Yes.
with Reiki, and you get a lot.
Yeah.
It's not just, and it would be fine if you're just somebody that call it a psychic consultant, if you
Right.
will.
Right.
You also the energy part. How do we find you? What's the best way again?
It's go to my website, www.intuitivewisdom.com, or you can reach me at 839-232-9339.
Miss Q, always love talking with you. Love the
Absolutely.
insight and the validation as well. For those of us who think we're a little crazy, we're not.
And the consultation, I must say, is free.
Love
So
it.
don't pay a thing.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for that. And
You welcome.
thank you for today. We'll catch up soon. Okay.
All right. Talk to you soon, Steve.
Yep.
Bye
We'll be
bye.
right back.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.